It's so funny. I shared the story with a couple people, but I live in Las Vegas, and there's this great spin instructor, and it just goes to your thing. This great spin instructor at at our local gym, and for like 3 years, he had the most popular spin class, and it was at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Now, this is the perfect like market match with your product. Spin was super popular at the time. So this was maybe 10 or 15 years ago. He was an amazing instructor. And what he discovered was, so in Las Vegas, a lot of people work like 2 to 10 because that's when people check into hotels, swing shift. And if you get out, or sorry, they work like 2 to midnight, right? Well, if you get off at midnight and then you go to employee parking to get your car, it's now 12:15, 12:20. Then you drive to the gym, but you smell like smoke. You're in your work outfit and stuff. So then you change, maybe even shower. Now 12:50. What time would you want to go to spin class? 1 a.m. And if it's just like going to the gym after work, if you finish at 5, but these people all just finish at midnight, right? And then if you're like, hey, well, I'm at the gym, I want to stay in shape. Who do you want to go to? You want to go to a really fun, amazing class, right? So to your point about like, they don't care. They just will come whenever. All these people, the most popular class in the entire gym was people coming in the middle of the night, quote unquote, to see this amazing spin instructor. And it got to a point where they only had like 45 bikes in the room and you had to reserve them. And on average, the classes were filling up. Bikes would be reserved like 24 hours in advance. For that single class, they were reserved like a week in advance. People were planning their week around whether or not they can get a bike. And I'm like, what a perfect picture of how it can be. Now you gotta deliver the goods. Like you can't, but the goods in so much of healthcare, and especially one-on-one healthcare, is you. It's you. Like, are you energetic? Are you smiling? Are you having a good time? Or are you completely apathetic and just burn and churn? You know?
So
So
are you saying that if a doc's amazing and the patients want to come, that the patient will actually plan around the doctor's schedule, Josh? Hmm. Wow.
as I hope you're sitting down, Michelle, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. Thank goodness.
I
I do
know.
have a stand-up
Crazy.
desk, but I'm sitting right now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it's that way. Like, if you were, I don't know, it's just so funny that we make these assumptions in life. I think Steve Jobs said, like one of the most powerful things in life is when you look around and realize like all these walls were made up, you know,
Yeah.
they're totally made up. And I think about it like if you ever see cops drive for an emergency, all of a sudden the painted lines on the road don't apply. And then you think, well, why do they apply anywhere? Like, what are the painted lines in your own profession that are holding you to do something or not do something? Like, is chiropractic only the act of putting your hands on somebody? Is that the only version of chiropractic? Could there be? I mean, I remember getting into chiropractic. I was doing ART, and people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't do soft tissue. You shouldn't work on the muscles." And I was like, "Says who? Like, what? So why not? If that's what I want to do, like, so what? Like, of course I can. You want to work with pediatrics? You want to work with pregnant women only? You can. And what if you want to do it through telehealth? You don't even put your hands on. Okay, cool. Like, there's no. They're all painted lines. They're not, and you can drive right over them. You know.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah. I actually have an office that only sees pregnant women through 6 months after they give birth and they stop seeing them. They refer them to another doctor. And people are like, oh my gosh, why would you ever do that? It's like, well, because that's her favorite thing. That's her bag. That's what she's really good at. It's her specialty. And she has a ridiculously successful office doing
Right.
just that. And of course refers them to other wellness care providers who take care of them. But you're right. The world is your oyster and the lines they're artificial. All the boundaries are fake.
It's. I just picture that woman going, "Well, we had an old kid in here that is like one." So,
Oh. Yeah, that's
yeah, it's our geriatric child.
once they start walking, get them out of here.
Right. Yeah. Well, Michelle, as we kind of wrap this up, number one, go ahead and share like how people can get a hold of you if they kind of like your vibe and are interested in coaching.
Sure. I mean, they can go to bethebestchiropractor.com, and that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. My email is on there. You can actually schedule an appointment right on my calendar through there. So that's the thing. And then I have thousands of videos as well all over the place. So once you get to Be the Best Chiropractor, you can go to the Do It Yourself tools, and it'll take you to my Patreon page and all the things. Makes it easy for you.
Awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. See, chiropractors aren't allowed to use Patreon, Michelle. Don't you know that?
Oh, I know. I'm totally.
That's only for podcasters. Oh God. Yeah. It's that's only if you're a writer. It's so funny, you know? Yeah. Well, I appreciate the time, and I always appreciate your energy and your insight. I really hope people heard this, and I think we covered a lot of ground, but man, I just hope that everybody sees that I mean, that idea of like the boundaries, that's what also has led to huge improvements in healthcare. Huge improvements, because people are just like, why do we treat it that way? Talking about kids, I'm sure you're either your mom or your grandmother remembers the days of like, oh, we should fully anesthetize moms when they're delivering. That makes perfect sense. And somebody who was like, why?
Right.
Why not challenge that? It's like, oh, what? You can't do that. It's like
A robot that can do all of the surgery. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Like, no, they can do it, and they can do it better.
Right. Yeah. All right, Michelle. Well, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks so much for the time today. And everybody listening, check out Michelle's website. And if you're not a chiropractor, check out her videos anyways, because she's got energy and she understands the game that we're all getting ourselves in.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Trust Driven Insights, brought to you by Trust Driven Care. Imagine a world where all your patient communication is in one place, seamless, effortless, and on autopilot. That's the power of trust-driven care. If you're ready to streamline your practice, check out trustdrivencare.com and see what's possible. Trust-driven insights, real conversations, smarter care, stronger business.